is Jackson Scott, and this is my water portfolio. So, throughout this class, I learned a lot about how much humans use water and how important it is to preserve it. I knew water was an important thing and a basis of life, but I didn't realize how much water humans waste and all the different things that it's used for. Daily water usage was the first thing we did in class. We calculated our estimated water usage on basic needs. So I use 17 gallons of water a day, roughly, which it cost me about $19.20. And this lesson really just taught me how much water is used on simple tasks, like just showering, going to the bathroom, using a water bottle. Is just going to use so much water, and even though it's a necessity, but it still uses a lot of water. Water footprint. That's basically I didn't even know what a water footprint was, but it shows how much water we use, like just from everything we've done in life, really. And my estimate was about 1,467 gallons. Almost all of it was from diet and transportation. And honestly, I knew we used a lot for diet, but for transportation, I was really just shocked about how much water is actually used, which it makes sense when I think about it, but I never really been taught about the usage of water from transportation. Carrying a gallon of water was the next thing we did. Uh, this just showed me that water is so important to so many people. And I'm very privileged to have easy access to water at all times, where other people have to walk miles and miles just to get the water they need for basic things. And living in the United States, I have the ability to just get water whenever I want and use it as much as I want, and I don't have to worry about it running out. Water and business, Starbucks. Was the company I chose to learn about. And I knew they used a lot of water just from coffee production and other drinks, but they actually had a policy in the 2000s, early 2010s, that they had to run water 24/7, 365 just for sanitary reasons, which clearly wastes so much water. And Starbucks has made pacts to undo the damage they've done. They have a three-pronged plan to cut water by 50%. They're investing in eco mills. They're trying to make water processing technology better, and they're launching programs in Guatemala, Mexico, and Peru, and other countries to test carbon and water strategies. And then to make sure that they're being held accountable, they're going to be releasing their carbon and water footprint progress every year. In water comparison, just comparing myself to other students in the United States, my water consumption was less than a lot of my students on the daily average. My water footprint was below a lot of the class, but it was around the average. And I think my water consumption is lower just daily because I take shorter showers. As of right now, I'm not driving around that much. But when I'm back home, I do need to work on like not just driving everywhere, because it actually uses a lot of water. In conclusion, class taught me so many interesting things about water that I was unaware of before a semester. Realize that water is something we need to not take for granted, because we need to preserve it as long as we can. And my goal is to share my learning with my family and friends to conserve the planet. And these are my sources.